Hey everybody, it's Michelle with Michelle's Frugal Living, and thanks for watching my videos. Welcome my new subscribers. And yes, I'm going to do Confessions of a Couponer tag video. This is the second one I've done. I did one a few weeks ago. But there's some new questions going around, so I thought I'd answer them because I'm sure a lot of you out there are curious as to me and my couponing life. Live Your Fab Existence did mention me and tag me in her video, and Cassandra72 did. I saw those. I've been watching quite a bit of them. If you do a tag video, you want me to see it, you know, give me a message or something. I'm subscribed to lots and lots of people on YouTube, so I try to watch a lot of videos. You know, how much time do I have? Okay, anyways, let me get started here. How did you start couponing? And couponing for me goes back all my life. Mom couponed. She sent in mail-in rebates. She was excited when we went off to college because all of a sudden there were more addresses. She could do more rebates. And so we would end up with rebate checks or whatever she was sending off for when we were at college. So that was always funny. And then, so I've always been around it. I couponed after I got out of college. It just didn't work for me back then. And then last year, just before Easter, I decided I was going to get into it seriously. I had seen the TLC show, and it was unrealistic to me, but I thought I have to do something because my grocery bill was getting out of control and gas prices were increasing, and I didn't have money, and I had to do something. So I started collecting coupons, and I went from there. I got on the internet and to print some coupons and look around to try and find deals, and I discovered all these blogs that people did about couponing, and I read a lot of blogs. And then last year in November, I guess it was, I have a smartphone, and I was just sitting around. I just watched videos on YouTube. I didn't have a login per se, and I wasn't, you know, doing videos, and I was just searching, and it occurred to me that if people are, you know, typing blogs, that maybe people are doing YouTube videos about couponing, and so I did some searching. Greg, that dude, was probably the first one I saw. I saw Pinch and Pennies and a few other people who really don't do coupon videos anymore, and then just decided that I could start posting my deals as well. And you know, and believe it or not, CVS was the first video that I ever did. A stupid little deal at CVS about nail polish and candy canes on December 4th. So I about had a year of YouTube and videos about coupons. Okay. How do you feel after couponing? I get the standard couponer's high. I get it before I go. I get it when I'm there at the store. I get it afterwards. Do you have any weird habits after couponing? I think the only thing out of ordinary that I do is make the videos. And I have to make people wait for stuff sometimes because I need to make the videos. What items do you have the most of in your stockpile? Physical number of what I have the most of would probably be my toothpaste collection, which is sitting here behind me in my spare bedroom. This is my stockpile for the most part. Sits in my spare bedroom. So it really isn't a spare bedroom anymore, is it? It's a big storage room. And you know, toothbrushes, I don't know. I mean, I probably have 100 toothpaste sitting there behind me. Toothbrushes I have a lot of, because those are seriously the easiest free items out there. And don't worry, I don't need any comments about what in the world am I doing with 100. I give toothpaste away all the time. I'm constantly moving product in and out of my house. It doesn't sit here. Let's see. Oh, and I was going to say, dollar-wise, the most that I have dollar-wise tied up is in my Tide collection. We all talk about Tide. Let's see. What was the most your bill ever was, and how much was it after couponing? And I don't really know per se. I know that last summer at Rite Aid I got the patio table and 4 chairs and an umbrella. It was like $119 something, and I used $119 in Upper Rewards. I paid 19 cents for that. I was pretty happy about that. I don't like to have large transactions over $100. It gets too messy, and there's too much room for error. I try to keep them lower. Under $50 is best, because you can see if there's something going wrong in the transaction. What do you ever experience couponer's regret? And I can take that a lot of different ways. Yes, I do. I have regret sometimes because I didn't go do a deal. Regret because I messed up a deal, but I don't dwell on it. You know, it's one of those feelings that happens now. And the reason there isn't any reason to dwell on it is because there's always another deal. We're right around the corner. There's always something else. And yeah, so, or you can always return something if you bought the deal didn't work out the way you think it would. You can always return it. There's no reason to have regret. What are your favorite items to buy? I don't know. Anything free. I'd like to get food for free, as long as, you know, non-junk food, something that's actual food. I really like that best when I can do that. Yeah. And I like when I'm able to take an overabundance of Upper Rewards and buy something useful that I can't ever get for cheap or free. Okay. How do you store your coupons? I have a binder that I clip at least 4 of the inserts up and put them in my binder. If it's a coupon I know I'm going to use a lot of, I'll clip it and put it in the binder as well. And then all my extra inserts that I have beyond that, I keep in my car, in bags, in Rite Aid bags, and they stay in my back seat because I need them with me all the time. And do you prefer to shop alone, or do you have a coupon buddy? I like to shop alone. I don't like to have people with me when I shop. It gets in my way. I tend to mess up. They want to buy something that's not on the list to buy. It's like we gotta stick to the plan. My man, he tries, and he goes with me sometimes, and he's all the time wanting to, well, why don't we throw this in? I'm like, you're gonna have to throw in some cash because I'm not using my Upper Rewards on that. That's what I tell him. Okay, who is your favorite YouTube couponer? I'm not gonna name names. You know, I just watch a lot of people. I like to find new couponers out there, and I do searches just randomly and look for new people to subscribe to. So yeah, just get out there and watch them. That's what I can say about that. Briefly describe your worst couponing experience. I don't like talking about those horrible experiences anymore. I want to let them go, but I did make a video about it whenever it happened with the Kleenex and the manager at the Kroger and the cashier who decided that I couldn't have more than 5 boxes of Kleenex in one transaction or something, and I needed 8 to get the Catalina, and she actually like hid some when I turned my back to pick more stuff up out of the cart, and she hid them under the counter, and she didn't even ring them up, and then she took all my coupons and then yeah, then we had a problem. We had lots of problems, and yeah, that wasn't good. I did make a video about that. That's back there somewhere. Okay, next question. Are you a proud couponer? And I definitely am. I wouldn't get on YouTube and be, showing off the things that I buy if I wasn't proud of what I do. Um, I don't consider myself bragging about it. But, and I do like to talk about couponing all the time. People can't shut me up. Uh, it's all I talk about. Let's see. How many hours a week do you devote to couponing? I don't know, and I don't want to know. I don't want to calculate that. That number's never gonna come out. uh, which store is your favorite to coupon at, or least favorite? And you guys know I love Rite Aid. I can't stop going there. I'm trying to think. I guess Thanksgiving I didn't go to a Rite Aid. Um, there aren't many days that I don't go to Rite Aid. You know, maybe 1 out of 2 weeks, one day out of two. But Walgreens isn't fun. It was on Black Friday, that whole weekend, but it's too complicated. Um, I coupon wherever I can, wherever there's a deal at. So Dollar Tree's not fun to coupon at either. I don't think, because they're just weird. Um, let's see. If you weren't able to coupon, what hobbies of yours would replace the time you spend couponing? And I'm going to answer that by telling you what couponing made me give up in my life. What I used to do before I couponed. And I do genealogy from my family. That's the history of your family if you don't know what genealogy is. And I really have given that up because of my couponing. I need to get back into that a little bit more. And the other thing that I gave up, and couponing really seriously took its place, so I could get that high. I used to go to auctions all the time. I would go to like 3 or 4 auctions a week, like the kind of auctions where you go to a business that's going out of business and they were selling stuff, or say a house sale, where they were selling the contents of the house and the house itself, and or whatever. I love it. I love going and standing there and bidding and getting in on it. Even if I don't get it, I get a high off of bidding. And and I don't, not the online auctions. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about physically being at an auction. And yeah, I love it. I love to watch Storage Wars, and I've always wanted to go to a storage sale like that. I haven't ever. That would be really exciting to me. Okay, I'm getting way too excited just talking about it. I think this year I've only been to maybe 5 auctions. I had to really cut down because I was dragging so much stuff home, and so couponing stepped into my life, and now I drag home a bunch of stuff from the drugstores instead of out of people's attics. Okay, can you tell I'm a little bit addicted? Okay. um, um, how much would you estimate your stockpile to be worth? Way more than I could tell you, because I don't know. What I can tell you is that at Rite Aid alone, I'm sure I've spent more than $20,000 this year. But that being said, what's physically in my house wouldn't be that much, because I give it away. I sell it, whatever. It moves. It's not like all of it's still in my house. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Where's my stockpile housed? The bigger question is where isn't it? It's not in the garage, I can tell you that. It's in every other place in my house. What is the one item you absolutely refuse to ever pay for again? Pretty much all this stuff we drag out of the drugstores. The medicines, shampoos, razors, toothpaste, all of it. Anything that I bring out of a drugstore that you see, I don't pay. I don't want to pay for it ever again. That's just the way that is. And what items are you hands down most proud of that you've gotten for free or cheap? The TV that I got at Rite Aid, I did pay like 80 bucks out of pocket, including tax, for that. I was ecstatic to get that when I did. I did get the patio set and everything for free. I think that's fantastic. I just told you over Black Friday weekend about the things I got my man for Christmas, all of that for free. But you know, we just give each other stuff all the time, so whatever. Because he's already got all of it. Yeah, I just love when I just get stuff for free. That's just crazy. So, what do I find it hard to donate or part with out of my stockpile? The toilet paper. I had a real hard time. Mom pestered me for a couple of months until I finally gave her some. I tried explaining that even though I pay with my upper wards, I'm really not getting it for free because I'm always going down with the upper wards on those. But I finally gave in, and I gave her. I've been giving her my toilet paper now, but I think Mom and Dad are the only ones that I'll give that to. I don't give that away to anybody else. Do you sell from your stockpile? And I do. I'm not actively going out and selling my stockpile. People ask me if I have stuff, or they ask me to buy something for them, and so I do give it to them at a reduced cost, and that's helping out a lot of people, especially with their hair color, because a lot of people, it's amazing how many people color their hair and it finally admit it to you, because you can give it to them for $1 a box instead of them paying $8 or $9. So you know, I help people out that way. And I don't have a problem if people sell their stuff and want to go to the flea market and sell it. That's their own business, have a yard sale, whatever. And how do you feel about people labeling you as a hoarder? I don't like it, and I get into some serious discussions with people, and I have to set them straight if they decide to call me a hoarder, because I think it's obnoxious to label me a hoarder when you've never been in my house, you don't see how I live, or anything like that. And just because you make some assumptions about my life, it doesn't give you the right to say that kind of thing about me. And you know, those are the people that I don't want to share my stockpile with, because it's like, you know, they don't have an understanding of a reason for having all of this. Obviously they don't know. So anyways, yeah, if you make a video, you want me to see it, leave me a comment, send me a message or whatever. And yeah, take care.